So these are 3 reasons that you haven't broke through in your real estate business yet, or you might be stuck or plateaued. I did a little data research this morning, and turns out there's been 15,921 real estate sales here in Connecticut over the past 6 months. So for those of us that are saying it's the market and that's the excuse for us not producing, there's plenty of transactions to be had. It's that agents are selling. That's on our MLS. It's just a matter of what are we doing to get those transactions. So I wrote down 3 things here that are preventing agents from breaking through. First thing I wrote down, it's a little bit of ego and not being willing to learn and try new things. If we think we have all the answers and we're not open to mentors and coaches sharing new ideas, we can't get better, right? And I say this from experience because my first 5 years in the business, I thought I knew everything and I didn't want to listen to anything anyone else said. I thought I had it all figured out, and I sold maybe 5 homes in my first 5 years, right? As soon as I opened my mind and was willing to listen to others and search out advice and take guidance, that's when I started to see things differently and was able to, sell at a higher level and learn more. So if we're only willing to use our current skill set that we're using today, then we're going to get the same results. We have to be willing to try something different, get uncomfortable to get different results so we can see things in a different way. 2, I wrote down, you don't believe you can do it. You might be actually going through all the right motions. You might actually have some coaches, mentors, a great team leader or broker that's guiding you. You might even be doing the activities that you need to be. But in your mind, when you're doing them, you don't believe that it's going to work. You're just kind of going through the motions. That belief is absolutely critical. The belief in yourself, the belief in what you're doing is working. Because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to just happen. You have to really create that thought and those vibrations to help you share the energy that you're trying to share with the prospect, the person on the other line, the person that you're meeting with in person. They have to feel that you believe or they're not going to believe. And it's a very subconscious thing that does come out in words and actions, but it starts subconsciously. And 3, I wrote down, you don't have a singular focus. You're too distracted, okay? This is a super common one. Instead of taking one thing, the one thing that's literally going to move the needle in your business and putting all of your energy on that one thing, we do a little bit of that one thing, and then we do a little bit of something else and a little bit of something else. So we're giving, and bear with me on this, we're giving 20%, 10% effort on these tasks. We think we're giving 100%. But we only have so much mental energy each day. And what we choose to spend that energy on gets a certain result. Once we use that mental energy, then it's done. The other work becomes subpar, whether we like it or not, fair or unfair. And once we start doing one task and we move to another task, we lose focus. Research shows it takes 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get back on task when we get distracted. So if we're making a prospecting call and our phone gets a text message and we go look at the text, we've immediately just thrown off all the intention and all the focus that we're trying to use on generating business. Or if you're on that prospecting call and you're like, well, we've done that a little bit. Let me go work on a flyer for my database. So let me work on a mailer. Let me work on a social media post, right? Listen, everything has a value in the business, but if you're trying to move the needle, there's one singular focus, and that needs to be on prospecting calls, especially to our database, providing value and content there, and then branching off to some other sources. The mailers, the social media posts, the CRM stuff, the calendars, the bus benches. I'm not saying that stuff doesn't have a role in marketing, but it's very secondary. It's not going to move the needle in your business. If you're generating a lot of income and want to experiment in some of that other stuff, great. The move the needle stuff has to be a singular focus. And in this market, to find listings, right? I don't think anyone out there needs more buyers. We need to be able to find listings. So channeling that singular focus, putting your ego away, be willing to learn and how to get better at that singular focus, and actually believing in what you're doing. Those three things, if you can channel in on those, your next 90 days are going to be unbelievable. If you need any help, I'm here. Have a great day.